One of the things that can make Christmas time enjoyable is that it can be a time of so many firsts. As families change and grow through the years, we get to experience Christmas again and again through different lenses. And at this time of year, I want us to take a moment to remember those families who will be going through a uniquely stressful and difficult time. I'm speaking, of course, about those families who will be playing Monopoly together for the first time. Monopoly has a strange way of bringing out the very worst of people. I'm reminded of the well-worn phrase that the love of money is the root of all sorts of evil. Well, clearly Jesus had Monopoly in mind when he came up with that quote. There's many rules to become familiar with and some house rules that can differ from place to place. Good choices are rewarded, bad choices are punished, and luck always plays a role. Something that can be potentially momentum breaking in the early stages is an untimely trip to jail. Once there, you're interred until a fortunate roll of the dice or perhaps bail is paid. But there does exist within the game a certain mechanism that can make your stay a lot quicker. The get out of jail free card. Simply play this card at the moment of your incarceration and you will once again be free to roam the board and make all of your landlord fantasies come to pass. It's a pretty remarkable mechanic when you come to think about it. Imagine if something like that existed in the real world. Commit a crime and have your entire stay commuted by playing one tiny square of cardboard. But I digress. One of the things I've observed about people who get to play the get out of jail free card is what it doesn't change. Players often express relief, elation, surprise, but I've never seen it change the way a person plays for the rest of the game. In short, we play the card and then we get on with our game exactly the way we were playing beforehand. It reminds me a little bit of how we can respond to what Jesus did on our behalf, at least if we don't understand what was really involved. It's very easy to see the gospel message as an example of a get out of jail free card. We were imprisoned, facing the consequences of our own behavior, and then suddenly, one day, we were set free. We didn't earn it, we didn't deserve it, and yet, freedom is ours. Something that's often lamented within the Christian community is that this get out of jail free moment doesn't seem to change its recipients that much. I wonder if it would help for us to see this moment not as a get out of jail free moment, but a get out of jail exchange. Christmas reminds us that the problem that we had needed more than just a piece of paperwork. It needed someone to come in the flesh to deal with the problem that we could never solve by ourselves. But it wasn't just an academic problem, a legal problem. This problem required a substitution. There we were in prison, but instead of being handed a get out of jail free card, somebody came as a get out of jail substitution. You're free to go, but he will be taking your place. Christmas time to me marks the beginning of this mission, the moment when the one who was going to take our place in jail arrived on the scene. A reminder that when we needed help, God didn't send a document, he came as a person. This Christmas, among all the fun and games, ask yourself whether or not you see what Jesus came to do on this day as a get out of jail free card or a very costly get out of jail substitution. It's my hope that when we see Christmas stories in that light, it might just change the way we play the rest of the game as well.